Hi, I'm Johnny from UltimatePaperMache.com, and if you've been watching my blog or YouTube channel for any time at all, you know that I built a dragon about 6 months ago and then couldn't paint him. It was just too big to do it inside. So I put him out here on my front porch to wait until it warmed up a little bit, and it finally did. I finally got him painted. I'm going to show you really quickly some of the things I did to get him painted. I went really fast, wasn't real particular about getting things exactly right because it was so big, and I'm kind of at the point I wanted it done. I don't know if you ever get to that point when you're doing something that takes a really long time and you just want it finished, and that's what I did. I do think it came out really nice, and I have to admit that the colors are not mine. I had no idea how I was going to paint it, to be honest. Fortunately, one of our readers out on the blog sent in this just absolutely wonderful image, jammed a joker, went to all the trouble of drawing out the dragon. 4 different options. I chose this one down here in the bottom right hand corner, and then went out to the Habitat for Humanity's Restore, and sitting right there in the pile of paint were 2 paint buckets with exactly the right colors. I did have to use some more paint that happened to be down in my basement, but basically this part of the project only cost about $8. I'm really happy with it. I used a big brush and the orangish color that I got from Habitat for Humanity, and just used that over the entire dragon. This is the base coat. And then I added some of the purplish, I don't really know what color to call that. It's a very dark reddish purple, I guess. It actually dried quite a lot darker than I was expecting it to. This is the first coat, and this went on the upper body. I used a couple of coats of the purple, slightly altering the purple, darkening it a little bit up for the top near the spikes, and then I added a little bit of fuchsia that I found down in the basement just to give those spikes a little bit of interest right along the top edge. Most of that color was pulled off again with the paper towel, but it did leave some kind of a nice gradation with the orange and the red. I bought some blackboard paint several months ago for a project that I never actually did, so I'm glad I got an opportunity to use it here for his spots. And then just to make those spots stand out just a little bit better, I went ahead and kind of pounced some of the orange on top of the purple. Now, it did take a couple of days to get to this point, but it's just about done now, as you can see. I had to use a ladder to get up there to the top of those wings. I decided that a bright yellow eye was going to stand out the best against that dark purple and black. And in order to get the pupil actually round, I just used a button and drew around it with a pencil. And I drew around the pencil line with a Sharpie. It's just a felt tip pen that's supposed to be permanent. I hope it is. And then I filled it in with my blackboard paint. There's a little bit of variation with the oranges and reds in the eye too, but I didn't get close enough for you to actually see that. And then I added a little white spot for reflection. So there he is. He's all finished. Whoever you are, Jammed Joker, thank you so much for giving me those colors. I know I didn't come close to really getting it all exactly the way you did in your image that you sent us, but boy, I sure do like it. Now, if you haven't seen the previous videos that actually show you how this was done, you can find those on my YouTube channel or out on my blog at UltimatePaperMache.com. I made quite a few mistakes and had to correct them, so watch them all before you actually started making your own if you want to follow my instructions. My next big project is going to be doing some experiments and learning how to change the paper mache clay recipe, maybe a little bit and maybe a lot, so that I can feel comfortable using it for outside garden art. I know no matter what I do to that recipe, as long as it's got paper in it, I'm still going to need to waterproof it. But I think we can make some improvements to make me at least feel more comfortable using it outside. And I have this crazy plan that I want to fill my whole garden with. Right now I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland characters. might end up being giraffes. I don't know. We'll find out. Got to do the experiments first. So stay tuned. Come on back and see me over at ultimatepapermache.com. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.